Hello, everybody. So there was a lot of scripture there that we just read, but when I read it, what stuck out to me was Jesus shouted to the crowds, "If you trust me, you are trusting not only me, but also God who sent me. For when you see me, you are seeing the one who sent me. I have come as a light to shine in the dark world, so that all who put their trust in me will no longer remain in the dark." So back to the story of the teenagers trying to describe Jesus, but coming up with Miss Laurie. So I thought it was just great that these kids, they couldn't describe the characteristics of Jesus. And when they finally got completely frustrated with the situation, they thought of the person who reminded them the most of Jesus. And Miss Laurie was like the perfect person. She was the person who, to them, reflected the image of God perfectly to them. Like, she gave so much of herself to not just them. She volunteered in the youth group whenever we needed a volunteer. She was always there. But the youth also saw her serving with the children and giving of her time with the children, and also working at the food pantry and volunteering in all sorts of other areas of the church. So they saw her serving, but they also saw her kind heart and the way she was always patient with everybody and loving and kind, and just the fruit of the Spirit that she just like flowed out of her. And so they were describing Jesus by giving me an example of the one person they could think of who best shown the love of Christ in the world and reflected Christ to them. And isn't that exactly what is being said here by Jesus? When you see me as a human, you are seeing God. But with Jesus, it was perfect, because everything that Jesus was doing was exactly what God would do. And so Jesus is a perfect reflection of God. And so we're not a perfect reflection of God, because we're flawed. But we still carry that reflection of God in us. And so we should be able to shine that image of God into the world. And so people, when they look at us, should see the image of God and should see glimpses of God in us. And so that's kind of our challenge, is to be that light into the dark world in the way that we act, and in the way that we serve, and in the way that we treat other people. And so that's something for you to think about and to ponder on. So that's all I have for today. So I will see you later. Bye-bye.